All right, taking Tristana mighty early here, actually. Senna Tom Kench. You know, this, when you see Senna Tom Kench, though, it opens up a lot of possibilities of like taking pretty hyper carry bot lanes. I think you can play Jinx into this, but maybe they're not worried because you already see Tristan in the mid lane. So Maokai Trist, I mean, I like the combo. Just start things off. Gragas in top lane, presumably.
Like, I agree with that. Yeah, like even energy. Okay.
I don't want to watch this right now. What am I watching? Stop. That's so distracting from the draft. Azir.
We'll see if Jensen can prove that he is better than Dove here today against Dignitas. Yeah.
So they're banning Vi because they can't take Vi, obviously. Tom Kench. And they already have shown their jungler, so just going to get rid of that. Viego. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I'm dumb. Sorry. What the fuck? Whoa, I never noticed this before, guys. So we do bans going... Wait, what? We do bans going this way, but we do draft going this way? My brain! Please fix. This is not acceptable. I also hate the LCK draft, how it goes away from the middle.
And we'll work through the rest of these picks and bans. Jensen and XU raised the stakes for today's match on pros last week.
Dude, my fucking brain.
Faker, right? Much easily better than their NA, counterparts who are us.
I think he's OP.
Must be worth the slide.
Okay, so we're going back to Aphelios. Syndra into Trist. Classic matchup. PTPXX, thank you for your sub.
We got rice and then like bread
with a side of bread.
All right, this is pretty strong, right? The idea behind Dig's comp is that you just reset Viego and you have consistent sustain. So Viego just can rampage through a team fight if you get a pick, like say with a Syndra ult, or you can get an Aatrox flank in there. Like it's very, very powerful if you get the initial kill.
Exciting.
A lot of carbs in this top lane.
Nice to hear Quick Shots laugh. Now Monty stream exclusive. I hope we get him back, man. All right, so we are going to play Bard here. Fine. Bard gives you... Bard is actually great. I actually love the Bard pick here. Because remember what I just said about getting picks, guys? Like, this can prevent a lot. First off, it can lock down the Syndra because she's low mobility so that she can't actually ult towards the start of a team fight and start the burst damage that kills somebody. Or you can try and save low members. You know what I mean? And you have huge disengage with Gragas and Maokai ults and disengage with Tristana ults. I'm into it. Now skip to 20 minutes. Clean win. Do Masu and Busio make a boo-boo again?
In the interview here for the final day of Super Week, Dignitas and FlyQuest looking to end their first round robin.
Is this another Masu and Busio boo-boo game? They played so well against Cloud9. That was very fun to watch.
There's a lot of teams in the middle there at 3 wins. If they could get a win here, knock down FlyQuest a peg, they'd be right in the running.
And we've got some spicy matchups.
Well, I'm really glad at the start of this game, guys, that I actually can't see who's used trinkets or look at the scoreboard for starting items, but instead I get a Twitch chat that says let Dig cook.
Necessarily for the top
This is much more valuable to my viewing experience.
Whenever you go with this Syndra pick into the Tristana, it puts a lot of emphasis on the Syndra positioning, especially early on when you have to deal with possibilities of flash W from Maokai. The guaranteed route basically to allow Jensen to rocket jump on you, but also that level 6 kill potential with a Syndra as well as a Viego. So much damage there, so the 2v2 gets really spicy.
And it's going to be really fun, you know, even just kind of as a throwback to that clip we saw from pros, you know, XU is
Really spicy.
And it's going to be really fun, you know, even just kind of as a throwback.
Triple fleet footwork.
Pros, you know, XU was saying, well, we're going to ban out the Corki, the Syndra, the
Yeah,
the Corki,
they banned out the Orianna
stuff, right? Like banning out some of these more standard picks. Well, Jensen is not playing what he is known for. He is playing a different style here on the Tristana, and this is his 550th game here in the LCS.
It's actually crazy. Faker is only at 600 all time in LCK. And he's been playing best of threes for years, guys. So that just goes to show how long Jensen's been around and how many playoffs he's made, honestly. That's insane.
Of the Korean imports that we have had. So that little clip that we had where he thinks that this year's imports are not as good as previous ones. He definitely has the games to prove it, and we'll see if he can actually have the play to prove it.
I mean, not only was Jensen talking trash on pros, he also had a quote in a Travis Gafford interview. I'm just happy to have a competitive roster again, and I feel like there's hope.
Meat Vegan, what a name. Thank you for your sub.
So now he feels like he has the roster. He's in first place. Can he take down his old team here, who's going to be hungry to disprove him?
Certainly are, especially XU. We highlighted him being there live when Jensen was talking about it on the Pros podcast. And XU himself currently is just doing the normal full clear from top to bottom, ending towards the bottom side as Jensen trying to get control of the mid wave and pushing it right back.
And XU is one of these newer players coming up into the LCS, you know, trying to prove himself in a very difficult jungle cast. There are so many strong junglers in the league right now. You know, so even though XU is performing really well, you know, when you look at power rankings, it's tough to place him up near the top.
It certainly is, and Inspired is one of those tough junglers. It's said almost every single time he's brought up, but winning MVP in both LEC and LCS, definitely a impressive feat that he's been able to do. And him coming down to meet XU, he is behind a camp here, did not do his Gromp. The most experience of any of the small camps is the Gromp. And he's going to head over there while XU, with the pushing bottom lane, should be able to secure that Scuttle Crab and quite possibly get the coveted double Scuttle Crab.
Looks like he should be able to. Just going to be trying to cross over through mid. Do a little bit of a drive-by gank here towards Jensen, who does have a nice buffer on the rocket jump and will be able to jump to safety as the Scatter of the Week came through from Dub. So XU moving up towards top, has pushing lane bot, has pushing lane top. Going to be able to get an easy double Scuttle.
Did you interact much with Coach Jensen on SK? No.
Here, that's the advantage they have from those pushing lanes. But there is good scaling on the FlyQuest side. There's great engage. There's lots of playmaking. So, you know, them being a little bit behind as far as the push early is not a big deal at all.
All right, they counted the votes in chat. They think it's going to be an Ole Bard from Bucio.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, after Bucio yesterday, his Nautilus hitting every single hook.
He was dialed in.
He was for sure dialed in. We'll see if the focus
Was every single hook hitting, or is Hook's hitbox super janky? You decide.
It is, but you know, you have to know exactly where to aim it to abuse that, right? The lollipopping, where you're throwing it just the right amount to the side of a tower, and it can lollipop to the back instead of actually just connecting on the turret itself. As Buvo getting pretty low here, looking for a trade with that W, but he's very low on mana. And Rich trying to hold that wave as much as he can. Matsu going to get knocked up though, and he is in trouble. He's going to get locked down. And that's getting pretty low here, looking for a trade with that W, but he's very low on mana. Trying to hold that wave.
Should we use flash, guys?
As much as he can. Matsu going to get
Nah.
knocked up, and he is in trouble. He's going to get locked down.
What if we just died instead?
Surprising first blood there out of nowhere. Matsu does not elect to flash the W from the Tom Kench, and he pays.
What do you mean by visual, Papa? He doesn't have the visual. Is he in the brush?
Pretty low here, looking for a trade with that W, but he's very low on mana. And Rich trying
No, he's on a ward.
to hold that wave. Knocked up though, and he is in trouble. He's going to get locked down. And that is a surprising first blood there out of nowhere. Matsu does not elect to flash the W from the Tom Kench, and he pays for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Once you get that slow on you, it's going to be really scary and very
Okie
difficult.
dokie.
You're going to basically have to flash to be able to dodge the Tom Kench W. He does not do it.
Masu is a flash greeter for sure. I mean, he literally watches. He literally watches this guy walk into brush where there's ward.
Low on mana. And Rich
Right? Like, you know.
trying to hold Masu gonna get knocked up though, and he is in trouble. He's gonna get locked.
I like also because Busio is just like
Wave as much as he can. Masu gonna
running around. He's not even there to help him.
get knocked up though, and he is in trouble. He's
But you gotta watch him break XU's hands with the spacing later. Yeah, he'll learn to. You know, these are fixable. All the mistakes I've seen from your bot lane are super fixable, so I'm not very concerned. I think you did a good job of scouting this guy. The upside is clearly there. I mean, I watched Pays last year just run it down in his first few games on Gen G. He was bad. Bull also this year on Kwangdong has had some moments. Just goes with the rookie-ness. Yeah, Masu also had just used Ghost too. He was right on the edge of the hitbox. But the problem is that once you get knocked up, then you get center rooted, and it's just a guaranteed kill. So you gotta flash it. That's it. That's just it. Jensen tried to bait that in, has to use flash. Nice patience by XU there. They baited out the jump.
anti-timing, jumps in aggressive. You want to find those windows to rocket jump in these matchups on Tristana to go in aggressive, but XU was there. Ends up being that trade of flashes. Mid lane though, going very even. And Masu back on the map here quicker with the white-red. They're going to be able to chop down this dragon here pretty quick. So it is first blood.
Yeah, it's like Papa, I was talking about Bull on my podcast with Wolf this morning on LCK, and it's what I said about Bull, which is that it's always better to see the player who's limit testing as a young player, as a rookie, rather than the one who's not playing aggressively enough, because you can always dial it back. It's very hard to teach somebody to be aggressive if they're not, right? And to like play to the limit. Thought it was bangers only. Why is there LCS in your stream? Well, we were looking at Cloud9, and FlyQuest is #1 team. So it is worth watching them. And also, if you think it's only going to be LCK and LPL, boy, you got another thing coming, by the way, because it's Lunar New Year time, and all of the Asian regions are going to be off. So there's going to be a lot of LCS and LEC on this stream.
And Whippo is starting a decent amount of AP here with a blasting one already. They're going to have some diversification in their damage types. It's not just the double AD carries.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested.
Mike Tomlin says, it's easier to woe them than it is to sick them. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Busio, though, in some trouble now. He's going to get gobbled up by Isles, and that's another easy kill. As Tomo going to grab it. Dignitas is bot lane crushing here in the first 7 minutes.
And this Tomo Isles bottom lane was one at the beginning of the season where everyone was
I tend to think there's no passive ADCs, just bad ADCs, Papa says. You either identify the punished windows and punish, or you miss them and you don't. I think that's a good philosophy.
in the beginning of preseason, where that was blasting one already. They're going to have some diversification in their damage types. It's not just the double AD carries.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see where he actually goes with this.
I do not know why you would magical journey there.
I've been seeing more and more people really liking the Leandry's build. Busio, though, in some trouble now. He's
What was he trying to do, Papa?
Another easy kill. As Tomo in some
It's not just the double AD carries.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see where.
Oh, was he worried about getting... I think he was worried about getting ulted by Tom Kench.
I've been seeing more and more people really liking the Leandry's build. Busio, though, in some trouble now. He's going to get gobbled up by Isles, and that's another easy kill. As Tomo
But he didn't have any stacks on him, so I don't know. It's weird. He was trying to make the game interesting. Yeah, it's a strange one. That's a strange one. It's like he found the only way he could die, and then he used Ignite for funsies. But Busio also had flash, so there's not really a chance. Like, he could flash, he can get out and flash under turret before he's able to be devoured. He portaled away from Tom W and died. Oh, okay. That's funny. What's with all the Tom W's? Like, why is everybody just getting knocked up by Tom Abyssal Voyage?
This seems like it really has been kind of true what the teams have
So they saved Flash twice, but died twice to Abyssal Voyage. So those flashes surely will come in useful soon.
beating any of the other teams, and the scrims have been all over the place.
Exactly. You cannot look past any of these players, and it feels like I almost want to.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Senatom. I mean, Senatom is always good, but it doesn't seem like it would be as popular without double support items.
They're not going to kill me here. You know, not committing the flashes in either case. Both Masu and Busio die without flashing. You know, maybe playing this game a little bit too cool, a little bit too.
I would say for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can hold on to that flash way too long. And giving up those kills to Senna and to Tom Kent definitely can come to regret those. This gold lead continues to increase for Dignitas.
Yep, we do have level 6 now for Busio, so playmaking tools unlocked for him, as he could look for those ultis to try to set up plays, but of course, Senna TK is quite a safe lane, and Inspired's just been kind of relegated.
Even money, I'm carrying you through work right now. Thank you very much.
Moving around on the map is over towards mid lane there, and potentially going to head up towards top. We'll see if he can find an angle to get something done here. As Whippo just constantly trading, and he's going to be going for the.
Happy to do what I can.
Another one I've been seeing more from Dragus Top.
Trying to read at least YouTube comments occasionally.
Before Roa got removed, some Graguses would go for those styles of builds. Dove, though, going to be forced to flash as Busio gets close with the
LCS has low-key been a banger this season. Yeah, it's been more fun than it was last year, that's for sure.
And it gets really dangerous for him now. Dove here on the Cinder with no flash has no escapes, and Maokai ultimate is very difficult for him to get away from. XU is going to be in a bit of a 2v1.
XU obviously starting to scrap there. Busio will just be able to walk it out, but it does mean Inspire going to have to drop the ulti. Jensen, though, potentially in some trouble, will have to retreat. The rocket jump is available, and it's going to be able to hop out to safety. Keep himself in not too much danger.
I love this stuff from XU, though. He's being so aggressive, and he plays off of that winning bottom lane that's consistently getting these kills to go invade the jungle and take away one of the points I was just trying to make of Maokai, you know, ultimate being threatening for the Cinder with no flash. Guess what? Because XU goes in there, he starts the duel, and his bottom lane that's been winning is able to come up and back him up in that invade. They get a very meaningful cooldown for it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just smart positioning, right? You know the Bard is going to be walking back towards bot lane. He doesn't walk a safer route, so you lay in wait there. There's very little risk to what XU is doing, and he does end up forcing out some cooldowns. Now, Masu going to pop the ghost here, looking for Isles. See if he can chase him down. The binding doesn't quite connect there from Busio, so they're going to try to turn it on to Tomo, who's taking a lot of damage here, but a great ulti comes out from the ghost here.
Whoa, you can actually buffer Senna ult like that?
Binding doesn't quite connect there from Busio, so they're going to try to turn it on
I didn't know you could do that.
who's taking a lot of damage here.
Just fires out of Tom Ketch's mouth.
Pulling Tomo to safety from that ulti that was popping out there from Masu. The dragon is now spawned. Junglers moving back out on the map. It is going to be FlyQuest having to reset.
I'm a firing my laser.
To look for this dragon.
There you go. There's a meme for you guys. That's a boomer meme.
Yeah, I wonder. With no Senna ult and no Tom Kench ult, a little bit of a reward here for Masu using his ghost, going super aggressive. After they get the reset too, heading on down.
Very Evan current meme. Dude, that's like one of the oldest memes on the internet. Oh, somebody actually there's actually the shoop de whoop. There's actually a global emote for that. Holy moly. That's so boomer. I don't even understand. All right, hold on. I'll show you. It actually is very topical to this, though. As YouTube just slowly dies. There you go. There is a boomer meme for you guys. 1000%. Oops, wrong game.
Looking around.
Yeah, they're trying to get in range, see if there's any opportunity for a steal here, but it might be a one-way trip.
Balls of steel. Balls of steel. Should we just bring all the boomer memes back? We'll get the Duke Nukem soundboard. I'm going to cut off your head and shit down your neck.
XU, the binding not going to connect on him, and it will just dissipate.
Yeah, that was really close. All the time here with Maokai and with Rel, you know, these champions.
The kids crave old content.
He tries to go with the Q flash in here and just time it with his smite. It got down to
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. We'll just bring it all back, guys. Boom, headshot. I could dance all day. Dude, pure ownage will never be appreciated by Zoomers, and that's okay. We still have pure ownage, guys.
He's in trouble here, but Jensen comes up. It's a flash out for Whippo. Jensen gonna be able to go in. We'll see if the binding can land. Can he get it through the minion? No, he cannot. He was too far away. Whippo's still in trouble. Is the body slam back as Dove has come? The Grubs are angry. They are aggroed, and Dignitas is gonna take the leash.
The story of Whippo and the Grubs this weekend.
They're hunting him.
It's been a long one. That one, they let him out the back. Yeah, they let him off this time.
Dude, I love pure ownage. Pure ownage is so great.
Give their lives
Sleep with
over
one eye open, Whippo.
yeah, they'll give their lives over to Dignitas.
Maybe in the off season at some point, we'll just do a pure ownage marathon on my stream. Boomers only. Boomers only pure ownage marathon. I can probably get Jeremy from pure ownage. I know him, so I might be able to convince him to do it with me.
It's basically just the Aatrox that's going to be a lot more side laning. Syndra is one of the mid lane mages that's a lot more dangerous for them to go out in side lanes later on. So we'll see how much reward Rich can get with it.
Can definitely help you even in those kind of siege situations, though, where you're both playing 2-3 members mid. You just keep spawning some void mites, chip away.
Pure ownage was actually great. So I was actually in the pure ownage movie because they filmed it at IEM Katowice one year. And what they did was they used the IEM set. So like at night when everybody had gone home and like there weren't games being played, like all night they filmed using the stage for the pure ownage movie. And I was in it. I was like one of the players on stage. And then I drank all night with the actor who plays Jeremy. And I told him how much I love pure ownage. It was very fun. He's a very nice guy.
Gold lead before Dignitas. The Grubs is their main advantage. XU, though, coming up towards top lane. Whippo may have to use the ulti for disengage, but Inspired is coming as well. There's the ulti out from Whippo. XU's going to ult back in. Inspired here to peel. Not going to be able to commit to this fight. Too healthy over on the Dignitas side, but Inspired is there to cover, and that feels like that's been his role so far this game. He's not really able to look for the aggressive plays. He's just trying to bodyguard for the squad, keep them safe.
Yeah, trying to do a little bit of denial. A lot of these moves have been started by XU, and that's why it's always kind of a cover here for the Maokai. Of course, the champion is kind of good at those trailing plays where he's coming from jungle, has the long-range ulti, but XU remains proactive here, and this is something that Dignitas themselves, when you talk to the coaching staff at the beginning of the year, they were very excited because last year, XU spent so much time watching Dig games with the coaching staff in their room and discussing, you know, the early game, especially strategy for the game, and really has a very similar view to those coaches, and they felt like he was going to be one of the ones that would implement that in-game, on stage for them. And definitely has paid off thus far in the early stages. FlyQuest, of course, battling a bit back and retaking some of that gold. Yep,
Absolutely. And I think they're going to be feeling pretty good about the fact that they're not too far behind because they do have a really strong 5v5 comp. They scale quite well here as well. And we're seeing kind of this new age tank build of just Bomby into Frozen Heart and likely just Kanik coming up next for Inspired. That's kind of the big three. Is Dignitas potentially looking for a fight here? Busio may be in some trouble.
Busio with the shortest magical journey of all time.
Could get gobbled up. But at the other end, the TP's going to come in. Masu trying to work down this front line, but it's Busio who's going to go down, and now it's Whippo on the run. Can he get to
Whippo?
the blast cone? Let's find out. He's going to be able to blast cone over the wall, but in comes Rich, and Rich has the world ender down.
What a janky fight, guys.
In the early stages, FlyQuest, of course, battling a bit back and retaking some of that gold.
Yep, absolutely. And I think
So we're going on a mission now. Instead of just getting wards, Inspired's like, I need these raptors, guys. Watch for me. We're invading. Do I know where Viego is? I do not, but it doesn't matter. Because I'm going to invade into bot side anyway. Even though Syndra is definitely coming right now. And we're cut off here.
some trouble. He is kind of caught out of position here. Could get gobbled up. But on the other end, the TP's going to come in. Masu trying to work down this front line. But it's Busio who's going to go down. And now
I like how Jensen just can't do anything because his team is just sprinting it in the enemy jungle. What the heck, man?
And Isles is just stomping on them with this Tom Kench. You mentioned it. He gobbles up Busio. Bard can't even get away from him. He follows that magical journey.
What a weird time to invade. They literally inted for Raptors. There's just no point to doing that.
So they can push all 3 lanes afterwards.
Yeah, FlyQuest not very organized on that play, you have to say. You know, coming in from different
And wasted TP.
Like they were all on the same page, but Busio maybe going to be spotting out X2 here.
And kind of mentioned as well earlier that after winning one of those team fights, sometimes the grubs will allow you to take even more. Them splitting out into the 3 lanes, getting those grub and might damage windows.
Did I already watch LNG JDG? No, I had to push that to tomorrow, guys. The Cloud9 thing took way too long.
They can kind of finish up with this one. There's no way Masu wants to stick around. You've got no wave clear there. Bottom side though.
Now Jensen going to be jumping in. Inspired is here. The Ignite is down, and Rich is going to be going down in a hurry. They give it over to Jensen.
Sticker and might damage windows onto all 3 of the outer towers.
So they see 4 people in this side of the map, and they're like, wow, I guess Aatrox is just alone. Very interesting overextension from Rich. You just leave Jensen down there alone to take a turret now. That's pretty good, actually. You get 2 turrets because you have 6 Void Grubs and you transition into Drake. No TP, though, for Rich, so I guess you have to probably give up the Drake. We'll see. This is very dangerous for Dig, I think. This is very dangerous. You don't have Rich, you don't have TP, right? He's full health now because he was healing off the wave. You're... What TP is that? Oh, it's Isles. Isles. Okay.
Yeah, it could be a fight here. Busio connects on XU, but will he have the damage to follow it up? The binding is there. Inspired is here, and in comes Masu.
What a dumb Drake to take from Dignitas. They're throwing so hard.
But he goes down anyway. Another kill going to one of the AD carries on FlyQuest as Busio now on the run. The tongue lash connects for Miles. Masu trying to escort him out as it's Inspired hitting the dragon, but his team is fighting at the same time, and no one is helping him. They got to turn on this fight. You can't be staying split like this, but it's Tomo in trouble now. Great gobble up there for Miles is going to keep him safe, and the World Ender is popped by Rich, but it's Jensen in the back line. Busio portaling out, and Jensen
The fight takes so long that they actually just can't get Drake.
Jensen, a great buster shot, pushes Rich back, and the World Ender expires. The kill comes in onto Tomo, and now Rich trying to get out of there.
Oh, man. Man alive. What a bad Drake. Why would you go for that? Why would you go for this? Like, just hold the W, Dignitas, for God's sake. You can let them have 1 Drake. It doesn't fucking matter. You used... You basically killed your... Rich was too far forward when you were pushing mid, so you lose it. So you just have to sack the Drake now. They still have Maokai ult. They still have Bard ult. And remember, the theory of Dignitas' composition is getting Viego reset. So if Viego is dead, you really have a hard time fighting. Isles threw the entire thing with his TP. No, he didn't. If he hadn't TP'd, they wouldn't have fought the Drake. They just needed to give it up. It doesn't matter if they take 1 Cloud Drake at this point in the game.
And now Rich trying to get out of there will be able to limp out of this fight, but Inspired on the other side gets the dragon. What a scrappy performance there from FlyQuest. Many little outplays leading to a great result.
All right, that was chaos. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the...
Oh, cool. There are JDG voice comms. Thank you, Len XYZ. JDG voice comms against LNG. I'll check those out tomorrow. Thank you. I wouldn't have known that otherwise. I mean, this was very close to just not even the teleport registering, right?
Some expired milk.
Oh, that's terrible.
Because look at this. It forces the rest of them to completely lose numbers up by the dragon. Then
Now, Isles could have TP'd here because he's obviously not going to stop the Tristana push. So he could have TP'd here. But if he does that, the result is actually, I think, just the same. You can say, okay, maybe he would have devoured him, but the zoning Maokai ult would have likely still... it would have likely still have zoned him out far enough that they kill Exu anyway. The problem is just the dragon is bad to take.
with no jungler, and so when Masu moves up and he's putting all this damage into Tomo, it forces this dig line to fold in on itself, allowing Jensen, who was chasing the Aatrox, to come over, and they had just enough damage with Whippo's ultimate getting him low enough for the explosion over line to fold in on itself, allowing Jensen, who was chasing the Aatrox, to come over, and they had just enough damage with Whippo's ultimate getting him low enough for the explosive shot of Jensen to actually finish off the kill. Yeah, that one is...
Yeah, he shouldn't have TP bot, but I don't think it would have made a big difference, guys.
On the call there, you could see XU not very happy with it.
Wait, he TP'd from Senator turret? Am I... Really?
Teleport to bot alive, VOD terrible. Because look at this.
And maybe what top lane was cooking didn't really like.
Wait, he TP's from the pit?
How does this TP taste, Kobe?
What the fuck? Oh, I didn't know that. Holy shit.
Some expired milk.
Why would you do that? I thought he was TPing from base. I'm blind, guys. I'm sorry. Holy shit.
Up by the dragon, then XU just gets
He literally just gave FlyQuest a power play. Oh my god. The throws.
and in a scenario where
The throws.
we're set up with a much better look. Now they're at a numbers disadvantage with no jungler, and so when Masu moves up and
Whoa.
putting all this damage into Tomo, it forces this dig line to fold in on itself, allowing Jensen, who was chasing the Aatrox, to come over, and they had just enough damage with Whippo's ultimate getting him low enough.
I didn't think any human would do that.
Actually finish off the yeah,
That didn't register because that didn't strike my brain as an actual option.
not very happy with it.
And of course, I think for Rich, really getting tired.
Screw you and your dragon. I'm going to go lick this Tristana. Well, those Yord holes are tasty, you know.
So Rich coming forward. Jensen gonna have to flash out, but it's Isles in trouble in mid lane.
There's nothing quite as seductive as a Yord hole to lick.
Or is it? As he's able to dive out and flash away, does survive on both sides. No one loses anybody, but yeah, back to that previous fight. I mean, the buster shot on Rich as he was trying to E in onto Jensen. Also, as he goes for the Q flash onto Busio, he was able to portal to safety. They're just narrowly missing those kills that would have been resets for the World Ender.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, Rich was so close to being able to kind of snowball there, but now they're living in a game where they've completely lost their gold lead to FlyQuest, and FlyQuest got the dragon on top of it. So they're the ones stacking now, and you're facing this double 80 carry scaling composition where Jensen, who you mentioned in Champion Select, had put his time learning the Tristana in while he was on Dignitas, and now is using it against them.
Oh, the deep water dive not quite in time to knock Masu up there.
XJ9 fan. There's a throwback reference.
Scary.
Yeah, Whippo should be able to walk this one out. XU is here. The body slam misses. Dove still holding that ulti though, and there's a flash in from XU with the stun. The Heartbreaker comes in. The heal from the passive not enough to keep Whippo alive. As he's gonna go down, Dignitas finding another kill there. Whippo felt confident they could have just walked that one out, but
Such a tight game here.
and this is something I'll give XU a lot of credit for. You know, even in the
It's actually hilarious that this game is only 100 gold difference.
gone well for him, he has not shied away from making plays, right? He is determined to be continuing to play.
Well, at least Aphelios has a gazillion gold right now. Like, Dignitas has really failed to snowball this.
The split that will go down without
Like, they couldn't just hold the W on the mid lane. I still think, regardless, that dragon was not smart to go for, by the way, guys. That dragon was, you know, when Rich is dead and they still have Bard and Maokai ults up, you just don't go for that Drake.
I mean, this thing is basically non-existent.
But then they also did play the Drake horribly. So there's that factor as well.
The items are basically even
items
here.
tell you that too.
Yeah, items are going to tell you that even better. I guess one of the interesting things is that Frozen Heart is so cheap that you're seeing things where, like, Whippo has a completed 10-stack Rod of Ages in addition to his Frozen Heart. So they've got double Frozen Hearts for big AoE for the coverage you know, of that aura, and you get the extra level and the full scaling of the Rod of Ages start for him.
I will say also a little bit surprised by the Mikhail's Rush here from Lucio. I think that Mikhail's Rush is really strong on this patch and this season in general against a lot of champions, but I don't see a lot of those champions that I would think Mikhail's Rush, you know, over on the other side. There's Scatter of the Week, you can Mikhail's, you know, a center route, a Tom Kench stun on the Q if you get the stacks and then stun, but there's not really amazing things.
Well, XU engaged too, his stun. But yeah, I agree. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's super high value.
Killing them, like those two champions, trying to save Masu's life most probably, as he is the one that's going to have to be most worried about his positioning.
Yeah, looking for the fight here. The ulti comes in, but it's a bit of a missed timing there, as there's not going to be a follow-up binding. Isles potentially can just walk this out, but there's the ulti from Inspire, going to connect onto XU. XU, though, gets gobbled up by Isles, and Isles is on the run. Now the TP coming in here from Whippo as he's going to join the team. The World Ender has already been popped by Rich, but it will expire now.
It's a good fight for FlyQuest.
I think have gotten themselves into a pretty decent spot here, but with Dove arriving as well, we'll see how they want to fight this one out. XU moving up. Busio trying to find an angle on the side here, but with no Bard ultimate, it could be tough.
Yeah, look at Whippo then, because Whippo's ultimate is ready. He's got flash ready on the Gragas. This is like dream playmaking opportunity, and they go top.
Yeah, Jensen's going in onto Rich. Not going to be able to get the reset, but they do force the flash.
Blippo over the wall. Yes! Yes! Blippo over the wall. Yes! That's so good.
He's got flash ready on the
Look at this. This is actually really well played. Let's talk about this.
save Masu's life.
So remember again, a lot of this is, can Syndra, you know, with Syndra constantly split pushing versus Gragas, you don't have the setup for these plays. Because Dignitas, ideally, I think the ideal sequence that you want if you're Dignitas's composition is this guy should be flanking. And then you want Syndra scatter into Viego stun, right? And then you ult. And then you Syndra ult. And maybe you send an ult over the top of it. So it's actually very awkward to have Syndra side laning. Because you need the Syndra upfront CC to start the Viego resets. Like you have to play Syndra and Viego are the fulcrum around which this, you know, upon which this composition operates. And so when the Syndra's in the side lane, you can't do that unless you're playing Viego into the Syndra side lane, right? And trying to get picks. So it ends up just being really awkward a lot of the times that they're fighting. And anytime you can deal a bunch of damage to XU, it limits their ability to play this composition the way they want to play it. And they have to use Devour early. They have to use Senna ult early. So even though you pull out the Maokai ult and you pull out the Bard ult, you've gotten enough chunk down that you're feeling pretty good. And you know that Rich is also going to want to be on the flank. And so Blippo is marking Rich on the flank, and Jensen can actually just W over and make this, turn this into a 2v1, right? So he's gone, and this means that Blippo, who's their last form of engage, because he still has the ult up, Dove tries to come in and kill Masu, but he can't actually get the final damage down. And Blippo's already in the back line, and now he can have, you know, he has like a mega cask, right? It's like a mega pint, but even better. So I think you really need the Syndra there, otherwise you can't play Dignitas's composition.
It's Jensen with the triple. It's Jensen with the quadra, and it is FlyQuest marching on the Baron.
Jensen said the Korean imports are overrated and over.
Watch Masu spacing this fight. Yeah, I mean,
Try to go forward, try to get in range. As Masu's gonna have to flash out of there. There's the heartbreaker from XU. XU trying to finish him off.
yeah, he's just staying right out of range, right?
Not gonna be able to get the reset, but they do force the flash. Inspired though, try to go
So he gets hit by the Mikhails. You know,
forward, trying to get in range. As Masu's gonna have to flash.
Using green gun. Nice job.
Korean imports are overrated and overused this split, and he's 6-0, so I guess you can't say anything.
That quote tasted pretty good.
Did make Jensen, because the Tristana is doing a lot of damage, and then he rocket jumps just out as Rich comes over and actually tries to...
I really like the way FlyQuest plays this sequence. Thank you, T-Merc, for your Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it. I really like how they play this sequence. I think the marking on the flanks is really good. You know, they use the Drake more or less as a bait. Like, they don't actually care about getting this, but they do just punish the overextension. You know, Flash coming in, try to kill Masu. He gets McHale'd. Actually, it looks like he dodged a lot. Did get stunned by the Viego, but Vucio's there. Able to help him kite it out. There's voice comms at the end of the VOD for the sequence. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll listen to those. Great timing on the Maokai ultimate, so it forces Isles to devour Dove. This game's over, though. Dig just didn't play their win condition. You just can't have... You can't have the Syndra at the side. It makes your comp, like, actually not work, I think. J Wings, thanks for your Twitch Prime sub.
Unwilling to let him go, chasing after him, slowly chopping through as FlyQuest are ballooned here. So from the point of proactive, full items, it's going to be up to them to try to problem solve, but really, you either have to hard engage right now, or you have to go defend your next ulti. They're fighting on the turret, which might give them an opportunity. The deep water dive does connect on Masu, but it doesn't even matter. He ignores the Tom catch. He flashes in on the carries, and Masu will end Super Week in sole possession of first place.
Actually, fun game. You know, despite the mistakes early on in the laning phase, I think that FlyQuest played their win conditions really well, and they recognized the openings that were given to them.